Hello and welcome everybody to my YouTube channel Explore Literature, and today I am here with the great writer, with the great ruler, and with the great kingdom, Alfred the Great. So the time period of Alfred the Great is from 871 to 899. Let's study about his life. So he born at Vantage, Berkshire in 849. Alfred was the fifth son of Ethelf, king of the West Saxon. हमारे पास जो अल्फ्रेड द ग्रेट थे, ही born in 849, and जो हमारे पास place है, it's also mentioned here, and he was the son, the fifth or the youngest son of the king of the Wessex. जो हमारे पास Wessex था, जो largest kingdom था, so उसकी जो हमारे पास king थे, he was the son of that king. Alfred became a king of Wessex at a very young age after his father's death. क्योंकि उनके जो बाकी भाई थे, they died at different battles, so he was the one who lived, so he became king after his father's death. And when Alfred ascended a throne, he had to fight against Vikings. So हमारे पास जो अल्फ्रेड को throne दिया गया जब when he became a ruler, so at that time the Vikings, they were attacking all the kingdoms. You must be confused that who were the Vikings. So हमारे पास Vikings, it was a very horrible, a very terrible and a barbarous tribe from, and they were living near the sea. और हमारे पास जो वाइकिंग का टर्म है, it was used for that time. और हमारे पास जो वाइकिंग है, इट्स फ्रॉम अ स्कैंडिनेवियन, ये हमारे पास स्कैंडिनेवियन टर्म है विच मीन्स पायरेट्स. सो दे वर लिविंग नियर द सी एंड दे वर पायरेट्स, and they were attacking all the kingdoms, the Can, Northumbria, Mercia, so they were attacking all. तो हमारे पास जो the reason that why they were attacking, it's unknown, but according to some historian, as they were pirates and they had great love for money, for wealth, so they were looking for a land which must be fertile and which must be rich of materials and wealthy, so they were attacking the kingdoms, that's why. और ये हमारे पास it was very strong, it was a very strong enemy for them, it was a very strong tribe, so वो हमारे पास जो है they were all fighting with them. In 866, the Vikings seized York and established their own kingdom in the southern part of the Northumbria. The Vikings overcame two other major Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, East Anglia and Mercia, and their kings were either tortured to death or fled. So हमारे पास जो kingdoms थे, they were conquering all the kingdoms, and they were torturing their kings. जो उनके kings थे, उनको torture किया जाता था, उनकी death हो जाती थी, or they used to run away from their kingdoms in order to save their lives and their families. और उन kingdoms पे Vikings का जो है वो कब्जा हो जाता था. बट फाइनली इन 870 द डेन्स हमारे पास जो है वो वाइकिंग्स के लिए यूज़ होता है, डेनमार्क, जिसको क्योंकि हमारे पास ये जो है, ये हमारे पास डेनमार्क, नॉर्वे, स्वीडन, नेदरलैंड एंड जो जर्मनिक ट्राइब्स थे ना, ये पीपल उन्हीं इलाकों से थे, एंड उनको डेन्स भी कहा जाता है. अटैक्ड the only remaining independent Anglo-Saxon kingdom, Wessex, whose forces were commanded by King Ethelred and his younger brother Alfred. So हमारे पास जो only remaining जो kingdom रह गया था from attacking, और जो है वो था Wessex, जो कि हमारे पास largest kingdom था. And 1870 they also attacked that kingdom which was ruling by the Alfred that time. At the Battle of the Down in 871, Alfred routed the Viking army in a fiercely fought uphill assault. So हमारे पास जो एशडाउन इज़ अ प्लेस, और यहाँ पे एक बैटल हुई बिटवीन वाइकिंग्स और जो अल्फ्रेड की जो आर्मी थी, जो उनके सोल्जर्स थे, उनके बीच में. और अल्फ्रेड ने क्या किया, ही डिफीटेड द आर्मी, द स्ट्रॉन्ग एनिमी ऑफ द वाइकिंग्स. तो उन्होंने उनको डिफीट किया. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट Alfred has given the title of Great, Alfred the Great. Okay, ये हमारे पास जो है डिस्क्रिप्शन है that why he is called great. It is for his valiant defense of his kingdom against a stronger enemy, for securing peace with the Vikings, and for his foresighted reforms in the reconstruction of Wessex. And beyond that, Alfred alone of the English kings and queens is known as the Great. तो अल्फ्रेड ने हमारा क्या किया, ही डिडंट ओनली डिफीट देम, बल्कि उन्होंने उनके साथ एक पीसफुल ही इस्टेब्लिश्ड अ पीसफुल रिलेशनशिप, अ पीसफुल एनवायरनमेंट विद वाइकिंग्स. तो ये हमारे पास जो उन्होंने उनकी जो किंगडम थे उनकी बेटरमेंट के लिए एक जो वाइस एक्शन था उन्होंने लिया. दैट्स वाई ही इज़ नोन एज ग्रेट. एग्रीमेंट ऑफ डेनला. हमारे पास जो Alfred the Great and the Vikings, they signed an agreement, and that agreement is known as Agreement of Danelaw. In 886, the Treaty of Alfred and Guthrum was the leader of the Vikings, was formalized, defining the boundaries of their kingdoms with provisions for peaceful relation between the English and the Vikings. So they signed up an agreement and they established trade. तो उन्होंने इतना सिर्फ वो जो एक हॉरिबल सिचुएशन था उसको ख़त्म किया, बल्कि उनके साथ ट्रेडिंग भी स्टार्ट की. ट्रेडिंग एंड पीसफुल एक रिलेशनशिप उनके साथ बन गया. सो इट वॉज वेरी वर्दी एंड इट वॉज वेरी ग्रेट डीड फॉर दैट टाइम, फॉर द पीपल ऑफ दैट टाइम, कि वो उनको वाइकिंग से जो है वो निजात मिल गई है काइंड ऑफ. तो ये हमारे पास इस वजह से उसको ग्रेट कहा जाने लगा कि उन्होंने इतना एक अच्छा एकदम किया. For the first time, there was now a written agreement of an era. So only because of Alfred the Great, there was in sign जो written agreement है वो first time in English history कि एक जो है agreement sign किया गया and it was written, और paper पे वो बाकायदा एक proper जो है agreement हुआ. So it was all about his life, his contributions, his work for his kingdom, for his people, that how he was a great ruler, a great king. Now come towards the contribution to literature, that उन्होंने लिटरेचर में क्या कंट्रीब्यूट की, why we are studying him in literature. So Alfred made significant contribution to literature as well. He was a writer, historian and translator. तो वो हमारे पास ही वॉज नॉट जस्ट अ राइटर, बल्कि वो हिस्टोरियन भी थे, हिस्ट्री भी लिखते थे, एंड along with history he was also translating books from one language to other. He began the process of taking the books and translating them from Latin to English so that people can take part in reading. As I told you before in the previous video that हमारे पास जो Latin है, it was a language of elite class and it was not common to the common people, to the uneducated people. It was not familiar to those who were uneducated, who were illiterate. So हमारे पास जो अल्फ्रेड ने क्या किया, he started taking books from Latin language and he started translating those books into English. Why? Because he was thinking to make reading common for the common people, कि हमें बस जो लोग ज़्यादा more से more people can get education, can get knowledge. So he also started writing history. उन्होंने ट्रांसलेशन के साथ साथ हिस्ट्री भी स्टार्ट की. We will talk about his historical books as well. ओके, इम्पोर्टेंट वर्क्स हमारे पास उनके कौन कौन से हैं. Croesus Universal History and Geography. So the first book is all about history or geography के बारे में. Bede's history, then we have Bede's history. It's all about the Bede's, his life, his work, his contribution to literature, his services in church. So it's all about the Bede. Pope Gregorius' Shepherd book and Boyce's Consolation of Philosophy. And the last and the most important is the Chronicle. हमारे पास जो Chronicle है, it's in historical book and it's में chronological order में हमारे पास जो English people थे, जो Anglo Saxons थे, उनकी जो है history को discuss किया गया है. And it was a book that was left unfinished till his death. उनकी डेथ हो गई, लेकिन ये बुक जो है हमारे पास it was not completed and it was continued even after his death. तो इसको अल्फ्रेड द ग्रेट के एक स्टूडेंट ने इसको कंप्लीट किया आफ्टर हिज डेथ. So it was all about Alfred the Great and my previous video was about the beat, the Venerable Bede. So these were the two important writers from the Anglo-Saxon period, and they contributed in literature of that time, and they are known for their works. सो ये हमारे पास जो है फेमस राइटर्स थे. एंड माई नेक्स्ट वीडियो विल बी अबाउट द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्क ऑफ दैट एरा, कि हमारे पास उस एरा में जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्क है वो कौन सा है जो स्टिल इट्स नोन एंड इट इज़ बीइंग स्टडीड. तो हमारे पास जो उनका एक एपिक है बिवॉल्फ, जो कि उस एज का एक मास्टर पीस है. लाइक इनकी भी वर्क्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट वो वर्क जो है वो हमारे पास मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट है. नेक्स्ट वीडियो उसकी बारे में होगी कि हमारे पास उसमें क्या क्या है. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग माई वीडियो, एंड इफ़ यू लाइक माई वीडियो डू कमेंट्स, लाइक माई वीडियो एंड सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल.